fight the world, I fight you, I fight myself, I fight God, just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain and hurricanes, today I wept. I'm trying to fight back tears, flood on my doorsteps. Life and living hell, puddles of blood in the street, shooters on top of the building, government aid ain't relief. Earthquake, the body drop, the ground breaks, the poor run with smoke lungs and scarred face. Who need a hero? You need a hero, look in the mirror, there go your hero. Who on the front lines at ground zero? My heart don't skip a beat even when hard times bumps the needle. Mass destruction and mass corruption, the souls of suffering men, clutching on deaf ears again, rapture's coming. It's all prophecy, and if I gotta be sacrificed for the greater good, then that's what it gotta be.
Pray for me. Take my pain from me, save my soul for me, 'cause I'm alone to see if I won't die for you.
Welcome everybody back to the Carolina Cast. I'm Chris Verma, and the Falcons versus Jaguars is officially underway. We have the London series today with the 2-1 Falcons and the 1-2 Jaguars. We're going to be doing both the London games, so even next week. And then right after this one is the Panthers game at 1 o'clock. So what's going on, everybody? It's good to see everybody back in the chat. The Jaguars are going to get the ball first, as I predicted, putting the football on them. So Atlanta wins the toss. They elect to defer, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Jacksonville. So here we go. Starting from their own 25-yard line, it's a 1st down for the Jaguars, and it's a run up the middle. Travis Etienne, and he will pick up gain of maybe 4 yards. Yeah. Gain of 4 for Travis Etienne. What's going on, God Gamer? I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I know it's already week 4. We're going by so fast. I'm ready for the Panthers game. I hope they can get a win today against Minnesota. Here's the scoreboard for that game, by the way. Just a sneak peek. We're getting close to the Panthers game. It'll be right after this one. So a gain of 4 yards from Etienne on the ground. And now 2nd and 6. He lines up in the backfield once again. Play clock at 3. Another handoff up the middle for Etienne. And another gain of 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Jags. 2 runs with Etienne to get things going. Yeah, this is a must-win game for the Panthers. Both teams are winless. Vikings 0-3, but the Vikings are clearly the better team in this game. This is also a revenge game for Adam Thielen. So hopefully Carolina can come out on top. Bryce is playing today, so I'm expecting big things. It's time to step up. And a 3rd and 2 for Jacksonville. And it's going to be a screen pass to Etienne. Can he get to the edge? Yes, he can. A 1st down for the Jaguars. And a gain of 3-4 yards, another screen to Etienne. So they're involving him very early in the game. And the Jags can extend the drive. Yeah, I have seen some of your stuff since 2018. My family started watching the Panthers when they were established in 1995. I became a fan when I first started watching football. Ironically, the first season I watched football was the 2015 year. So I got to see the epic Super Cam. As now it's a run. Etienne, or excuse me, that's the backup running back, Tank Bigsby, the rookie, who's going to get a few yards on the run. Bigsby, the rookie out of Auburn, standing 6 feet 213. They've utilized Etienne and Bigsby a lot in the backfield this year, Jacksonville, but they're coming off that very struggling loss to Houston last week and looking to make it up here on a pretty good Falcons defense, as here come all the Falcons fans already. On a 2nd and 8, Lawrence throws, his pass is complete. That's Evan Ingram, and he'll get tackled after a gain of a yard. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville. What's going on, Marcus? How do you feel about your Atlanta team, man? You really talked me into this during Atlanta camp, ironically telling me how the Falcons might win this division. They do have an easy schedule. This is probably one of their toughest games on the schedule. And it's a Jaguars team that comes off a rocky loss to the Texans. And all they've used is Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne so far. So maybe you look for Ridley or Christian Kirk on this play. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Play clock is at 0. They're barely going to get it off, or they don't. The flag comes in, and this looks like it's going to be a delay of game. The play clock hit 0 for about a second. And they're going to say Doug Peterson did get the timeout on time. So Jacksonville will spend a timeout on 3rd and 6. They have the football at their own 43-yard line. As we're only a few minutes into this first quarter, and the Falcons defense is standing tall, already forced the Jaguars to 1 3rd down situation. Now forcing them to another, a 3rd and 6 at midfield. The good thing is for Jacksonville, you don't pick this up, you can at least try and pin Atlanta deep on their first drive with a solid punt. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. We've been adding a bunch of Panthers flag stuff in the house too. Obviously, I got mine back here. And then I'll add some more Panther stuff during the actual game when I get like that 20-minute break. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for Jacksonville. Play clock winding down. Lawrence takes the shotgun snap, throwing to his right, and it's off the hands of Evan Ingram. Incomplete. It's 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to have to try and pin the Falcons deep. As on the coverage, that was Jeff Okudah, 4th-year veteran out of Ohio State, was recently traded from the Lions to the Falcons. He's been known as a bust, but he makes a great defensive play as he's coming back. This is his first game, I believe, as an Atlanta Falcon. And here is the punt by Logan Cook. And will it get down? Can they pin them? Yes, they can. The Falcons are going to be pinned down at their own 7-yard line. And they almost got him at the 2. Take a look at Westminster in Big Ben. I was just there about a month ago, actually. That's where I got this Manchester United jersey. I started becoming a soccer fan after it, too. So we're going to go on a commercial break. As we're only almost 5 minutes into this game, Jaguars unable to get anything on the board. They punted away. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. are back here. It's a 1st and 10. Atlanta's got the ball, and it's a run to Bijan Robinson. He's able to break one tackle before he's brought down by the rookie Andre Cisco. So Bijan Robinson for the Falcons this year has been incredible. I know it's only week 4, but he's certainly looked, in my opinion, I think, the rookie of the year. You could say C.J. Stroud. You could say Anthony Richardson for offensive rookie of the year. Unfortunately, Bryce Young's not up there yet. He needs to perform a lot better, and hopefully he can get it going against Minnesota today. But until then, I mean, he's just been perfect. It's now Algier is going to come in the backfield for Atlanta. They like to use both of these guys a lot. And on a 2nd and 11, Bijan lost a yard. Algier will get that yard back. And it's going to be a 3rd and long for Atlanta. They're going to be forced to throw the football here. Yeah, I have seen a little bit of your stuff. So sometimes I get time to look around at other channels. Yeah. I have seen some of your stuff. It's a 3rd and 9 for Atlanta. Desmond Ridder going to have to throw the football here. Bijan is in the backfield. He's going to move to that receiver position. Now they throw it straight to Bijan. Got to make a move. He makes one nice move on Trayvon Walker, but then he can't get to the 1st down marker. A tackle made just short. It's going to be 4th and 1. It's Andre Cisco once again. It's rookie versus rookie right now. Yeah, Bijan just made an incredible move right there, and then he's just Andre Cisco is able to bring him down just short of the marker. What a move by Bijan. That is incredible. It's the 4th and 2 for Atlanta. They're going to have to boot this away. This is Pinion punting for the Falcons. And this will be returned to the 30-yard line and brought down at about their own 27-yard line. And that's where the Jaguars are going to get the football back. So the Jaguars have the most London games by team. They have 10 London games. The Dolphins have 5, and the Rams have 4. That is pretty absurd to have 10 London games. And I believe the Jaguars also play the Bills International. So they're staying this area for a while. So while we go on commercial break, I want to talk about this Panthers game, so I'll go ahead and put this up for a little bit. So with Bryce Young coming back, obviously we saw Andy Dalton in week 3. He played fairly well for Carolina as a backup quarterback. I still think Andy Dalton is the best backup quarterback in the NFL. Oh, really? You did? Yeah, that was a crazy game. Josh Allen sacking Josh Allen. I know, nice scoreboard. That was funny. Josh Allen sacking Josh Allen. I mean, with these two defenses, I don't know what the score of this game is going to be either. Hopefully it's not that much of a slugfest, but we'll see. So Jacksonville will get the ball back. And it looks like they're getting it back from their own 27. So far, it's only been little shovel and screen passes to Travis Etienne. They ran the ball once with Tank Bigsby. They have not thrown the football yet to Calvin Ridley or Christian Kirk. And I haven't watched a lot of Jaguars games to know if that's how they always start their drives. I'm assuming they just like to start off slow and get the run game going and then maybe try and throw it to your good receivers. They paid Christian Kirk a lot of money last year. Calvin Ridley was suspended last year, came back. They still have Zay Jones. He's a very solid receiver 3. So both these teams off to slow starts offensively. And then for the Jaguars last year, if you don't remember, they started this year 2-6, struggling. They finished the year 7-2, make the postseason. We're down 27-0 to the Chargers in the postseason, came all the way back to win that game. and then just barely by 3 points lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round. So they were right there. They really were. So here we go. 9:33 to go in the first quarter on a 1st and 10. Lawrence throws and his pass is complete to the backup tight end, Luke Farrell. He'll pick up 3 yards before he's tackled, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for Jacksonville. So once again, just doing the short passes. I guess trying to start off slow and then maybe look for your big-time receivers. That's Richie Grant on the tackle. 30-year vet out of UCF. And now we hit the 9-minute mark, a 2nd and 7. Helmet check. Lawrence play action. Rolling to his left, comes back to the pocket. Now he's going to take off to his left. Trevor Lawrence, a 1st down and more, down the sideline. And a little jump out of bounds into Atlanta territory to the 47-yard line. And what a run by Trevor Lawrence. A 21-yard run by the vet from Clemson. It was a play action to ETN, and this is where they were trying to go downfield. It looks like Ridley fell, and then Lawrence, there was plenty of room for him to run. He just takes off. And that's another characteristic about, and that could have been really bad. A.J. Terrell pushed Calvin Ridley to the ground. He fell awkwardly on his leg. Good thing is he's okay. That could have been pretty bad. It's another play action. Lawrence rolling to his right, and it's going to take off once again and gets out of bounds after a gain of 6 yards. So another solid gain. Trevor Lawrence off these play actions just keeps it and runs it if he has to, and it'll be 2nd and 4 for Jacksonville. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. So I honestly just completely forgot I saw the scoreboard up, so I apologize. So Lawrence 3 for 4, passing for 11 yards, but he's got 2 rushes for 28 yards. So play action, running the football is definitely getting Atlanta just because they know how good Trevor Lawrence is when he gets time in the pocket to throw. Here's a handoff to ETN, bounces off a tackle and gets brought down. He's going to be shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and short for Jacksonville. It's going to be 3rd and 1, and this could be considered 4-down territory. For field goal range, this might be 50, 55 plus. So if you're Doug Peterson, this could be 4-down territory if you're unable to convert here on 3rd and 1. That's funny. I just like playing with Bryce, to be honest. It's a play action. Lawrence throws and was about to get sacked from behind, so we had to throw it away. It's the veteran Calais Campbell, which some of us forget that he's even in the NFL, but yes, he is. And he proves it right here. Nobody unprotected after Trevor Lawrence and just barely gets rid of the football to not take the sack. So it's 4th and 1. 6:54 to go in the first. And the Jags offense is staying on the field. The high school football games are lit. Even with that scoreboard, they're always fun to go to. It's a 4th and 1 pass play. Lawrence fires over the middle, and it is caught by Christian Kirk. It's his first reception of the game, and it is a Jacksonville 1st down. As interesting play call, they decide not to run the football on 4th and 1. They decided to do a design pass play, and a bullet pass over the middle to Christian Kirk is complete. A.J. Terrell was the cornerback. Jesse Bates tried to slide in. He was able to get 2 interceptions off Bryce Young in week 1 from sliding in and taking the football away. But Trevor Lawrence stayed in the pocket long enough where Bates just could not get there in time. So Christian Kirk makes the catch for a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to go on a commercial break. So the Jaguars drive continues. And if we're Panthers fans, obviously still want the Jaguars to win this game. Not only them being our brothers, but they would also help a brother in need because the Panthers are 0-3 to start the season. And everybody else, literally everybody else in our division is 2-1. I mean, they were all 2-0 at one point. The Falcons 2-0, Bucks 2-0, the Saints beat us, they're 2-0. Okay, so who do you think is better, Joe Burrow or I believe Josh Allen? So if I had to guess, if I wanted to say something. Here's my thing. Last year, I even said it too. I think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback, but I can't really say that for this season just because of the struggling start from Joe Burrow. And obviously, a lot of that can be blamed on his calf injury. It can also, be blamed on losing some pieces on defense and always being on the football field, never getting time to rest. But great quarterbacks can overcome that. So I think so far this season, Josh Allen is the better quarterback. But at the end of their careers, I think Joe Burrow will be the better quarterback. So it's kind of a right now thing. I'd say Josh Allen, just because Joe Burrow has proved more. Joe Burrow has led his team to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow has had the highest completion percentage in the NFL. And Josh Allen is a very explosive quarterback. But the sad thing about explosive quarterbacks and rushing quarterbacks and guys that take hits, look at what happened to Cam Newton. The longevity of his NFL career was way, way short because of the amount of hits and hurdling and trucking and stiff arm he did, which it was fun to watch at the time. But now when you think back at it, that's really what cut his career short. Yeah, Burrow was better, and then Allen's had a better team, correct? Allen has, it's tough to say he has better weapons because I think Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd is pretty good. As now we're back to this game. It's a run play for Dearness Johnson, the third-string running back, 50-year vet out of South Florida. He loses a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. Yeah, and then Josh Allen, it's not just Josh Allen's receivers aren't better, but he's got a way better defense. We're talking Greg Rousseau, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White. Von Miller when he's healthy. And the Bills have a tough task. They got to beat the Dolphins as Lawrence fired into the end zone. It's an open man and a touchdown for Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence off his back shoulder to Calvin Ridley. And the Jaguars strike first in this London series. What a throw by Trevor Lawrence off his back foot. And it does say, I think ESPN messed up their ticker. It said Christian Kirk caught the touchdown. It was Calvin Ridley. But Richie Grant came in. He rolled out to his right and then throws it off his back foot. And A.J. Terrell just bit too much, was unable to get back. And the extra point is good. So Trevor Lawrence with an absolute laser is going to get the Jaguars on the board. And they lead the Falcons. 7-0 is the score. Trevor Lawrence to Calvin Ridley. It's the first touchdown of this London game. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. are back on the Carolina cast. Trevor Lawrence to Calvin Ridley for a Jaguars touchdown. And now Jacksonville kicks it off. Atlanta gets it back. 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Jaguars already up 7-0 on the Falcons. And we'll go back to this last play. So Ridley is heading deep to the end zone. Terrell, they're playing zone defense. And then, Ridley just absolutely burns Terrell. And looks like miscommunication. I think Terrell thought Jesse Bates was going to get on Calvin Ridley. And then instead he picked up a different receiver, and it just led Calvin Ridley to be wide open. As now Ritter trying to run away, and he can't. It's the former number 1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, who's going to bring Ritter down at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Atlanta. Yes, I do think the Panthers will eventually win a Super Bowl. Now, I can't tell you when. I have the script. I can't tell you when. I have to keep doing this, and we'll have to see when it actually happens. I do know I have the script, but I don't know. I'm not allowed to tell you guys, okay? Unfortunately, I can't. But I will say it will definitely happen. Yes. And I've said it at multiple of camps that I think the Panthers are going to win this division. Now, obviously, this is a slow start. Everyone else is 2-1. We're 0-3. We have to start winning football games. And it's tough because if you're a Panthers fan, if there's games you needed to win to start the season, it was the first 3 games of the season. We either started the season 3-0 or we started the season 0-3. And unfortunately, we started the season 0-3. You're playing 2 division teams in the Falcons and the Saints to start the season. Those are 2 very crucial games. And then when you go to Seattle, that's a winnable football game. The Panthers won that game last year. And they won it with Sam Darnold. And no offense to Sam Darnold. He was great for us. But we won it with Sam Darnold. We won that game. We went into the 12th man stadium. We went into that environment and won with Sam Darnold. So obviously I thought Andy Dalton could do the same. And we did great. It's just we gave up so many field goals. And when they started running the football on us, we could not get stops. We literally could not stop Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonneau. They have a great run game. Pete Carroll loves to pound the rock, and it worked. 3rd and 1 for Atlanta. And Ritter, he's going to pass. He's got nowhere to go. And he's sacked once again. It's not the quarterback, but it is the defensive edge, Josh Allen, with the sack. 4th down. And the Falcons have to punt. But going back to what you're saying, yeah, I do think the Panthers can make the playoffs this year. We're just obviously going to need the Jaguars to win this game. We're going to need the Saints and Buccaneers to start falling off the tracks. And this is a must-win game today. Because after this, next week, we go to Detroit. That's a tough game. We go to Miami, which is even worse. We have a bye week, so we can't do anything to our record there. And then the second half of the year, the schedule is fairly easy. We play the Texans. That's a winnable football game. We play the Colts. That's a winnable football game. We go to Thursday Night Football against the Bears. That's a winnable football game. Titans, winnable football game. So you see what I'm saying? And then obviously the Cowboys come in. We'll probably drop that. But the second half of the year, there's winnable football games. So we could be like the Jacksonville Jaguars of last year and struggle in the first half of the season and then get something going in the second half. I just don't think it's going to happen because we're a young and rebuilding team. I don't think Bryce Young is going to go on an epic run in the second half of the season. That's why it was crucial to win the first 2 games of the year, or maybe at least get one of those games. Maybe win the Monday night or the Falcons game. Maybe just be 1-2 right now. Because now you're starting 0-3. Your games are going to be really hard. There's a chance the Panthers go into bye week with an 0-6 record. And it's not because, well, mostly, obviously, it's obviously because we underperformed. There's no way you could be 0-6 and underperform. But it's also because of the teams we have to play. We have tough teams to play. As Jacksonville's got it on 1st and 10, it's a short pass to Travis Etienne. And he's going to gain a good amount of yards. It'll be 2nd and short for the Jags. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. It was a play action, and then they just dumped a screen pass to Etienne. I wouldn't really consider it revenge. I just want us to go into Soldier Field and win because all these Bears fans are just, they've gotten on my nerves about this whole trade. It's just annoying. And it's ironic because they think Justin Fields is better than whoever the Panthers are going to draft when, ironically, after this year, they're probably going to draft Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick as ETN running the football up the middle, and he will have enough for a Jacksonville first down. If there was any YouTuber or celebrity, I think it'd probably be Destroying, who he was kicker for UCF, and then he got obviously the whole YouTube thing. If you know who Destroying is, then you probably know his story too, on why he couldn't play college football or in the NFL anymore. But yeah, I'd probably say Destroying. His 1v1s are fun to watch. 1st and 10, play action. Lawrence fires downfield and completes it. Christian Kirk makes the catch and is tackled at the Atlanta 40. A massive gain, a gain of 30 yards from Lawrence to Kirk, and it's a first down for Jacksonville. They are moving down the field once again as Christian Kirk finds space in the defense. He's able to get back up because he wasn't touched and get extra yards. He puts the burners on Richie Grant. An incredible catch by Kirk, stays on his feet, gets some extra yards as the first quarter is winding down and the Jaguars are looking to hit the end zone. It's a handoff to Bigsby, and Tank Bigsby almost stays on his feet for a first down, but gets tripped up. That could have been an easy first down, but it's still a gain of 6 yards for Tank Bigsby. I mean, it was my dream to play in the NFL when I was younger, but I mean, not really anymore. I kind of want to do what I'm doing now, just commentary for maybe ESPN or a big name station, because that gets me linked to all these guys, right? So I feel like that's fun to do too. It also takes a lot to be an NFL player. It's a run to the left side for Bigsby. He gets a block and is down at the Atlanta 25-yard line. This would be enough for a first down, but a flag is thrown. Multiple flags are thrown after the play. And this might be coming back. We'll have to see. Now they're pointing the camera at Calais Campbell. Yeah, I mean, I've played a bunch of sports. I play tennis. I play golf. I play flag football, basketball. Those are the main sports. I play 4 main sports. I play flag football, basketball, tennis, golf. Those are my main sports. When I was younger, I wanted to be Cam Newton, but in flag football, I play wide receivers, so that'd probably be my position. That'd probably be where I played wide receiver, just so, I could also help out the Panthers at the receiver position and try and help out Bryce Young. I wouldn't mind doing that. What's going on, Kalen? How are you doing today? Yeah, all of us in general just want to work in sports, like just anywhere possible. Might not be on the field, but anywhere off the field. That's really all of our goals. So there's a personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, and a penalty going on the defense as well. So these will likely offset. Oh, you want to train in wrestling? That's cool. That's actually pretty dope. Yeah. I hope the best for you on it. So the Jaguars are looking for points right here. But the clock continues to run. There's 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. And with that penalty, it's going to make it 2nd and 12. From the Atlanta 41-yard line. Lawrence takes the shotgun snap, fires over the middle and complete. A gain of a few yards to Evan Ingram. And it's going to be 3rd down when we come back. That is the end of the first quarter. The Jacksonville Jaguars lead the Atlanta Falcons. 7-0 is your score. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood.
but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. I'm just that look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper.
We are back here for the second quarter on the Carolina Cast. Jaguars leading 7-0 and are driving down the field. So we'll see what they're able to do. Coming up, they're barely in field goal range right now. Yeah, maybe I do it next week because the Jaguars, I was right. The Jaguars stay in London. And they play back-to-back London games. They play the Bills in London. So, dude, the Jaguars are literally staying in London. That's incredible. And here are all these different NFL teams. I unfortunately don't see any Panthers blue. Dolphins, Jets, saw all these other teams. I think you can do it, man. I think you can. That's awesome. I think you can, but hopefully the Jaguars can pick up this first down. Lawrence got him whacked as he threw, and it's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Trevor Lawrence got thrown to the ground as D. Alford on the coverage. He was looking for Christian Kirk. It's fourth down, but yeah, dude, I think WWE is really cool. I like watching it. I do like watch. I don't know a lot about it, but I do like watching WWE. Maybe you can get me into it. Because I do like watching it. That was Jesse Bates who got the lower part of Lawrence. And now a long field goal from 56 yards. Does he have the leg? And he got it. Oh, my goodness. A 56-yard field goal by the former Bronco, Brandon McManus. And he did it in London, too. So the Jags are going to take a 10-0 lead. Oh, my goodness. What a kick by Brandon McManus. 56 yards. And the Jags now lead it 10-0. Dude, that is an incredible. That is an incredible kick by McManus. Oh, my gosh. As they're showing the previous play once again, just because Lawrence did get hit pretty badly. And we're going to stay on here, though. No commercial breaks being taken here. So McManus will kick it off after drilling a 56-yard field goal. And the Jaguars now have a 10-0 lead over the Falcons. Atlanta gets the ball, and this will go to the back of the end zone. Falcons starting from their own 25-yard line. As a fun fact for these international games, I found out is there is a possibility next season that the Carolina Panthers play the Kansas City Chiefs in Germany. I'll have to see if this is confirmed real quick. I was hearing stuff about it during the scheduling this year. Let me make sure this is actually happening. Yeah, the Panthers are going to host a 2024 game against the Chiefs in Munich next season. That is awesome. I'm excited for that. We're going to get to play Patrick Mahomes in Germany in front of the world. As it's a toss to Bijan, he's able to break off Andre Sisco's tackle. He'll get a gain of 4 yards on the ground for the rookie out of Texas. And it'll be 2nd and 6. It'll be a tough game for us, but that would be incredible. Yeah, the last time Panthers Eagles happened, I believe, was 2021. And it's a 2nd and 6. Ritter throws over the middle, and it's incomplete for Drake London. And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 for Atlanta. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Falcons. London and Hollins on the right. Ritter fires to the left, and he completes it. It's a 1st down, but then the ball got dropped, and they're going to say he was down, and he made the catch. That's the backup tight end, Jonnu Smith, who has been moving around ever since his days in Tennessee. I believe he was back up in New England for a little bit, and now finds himself behind Kyle Pitts, but Ritter gets time in the pocket and delivers a strike right to Jonnu Smith. Yeah, I'm waiting for Drake London to make a catch so I can say that phrase, but only one pass attempt towards him as Bijan on the ground, and he gets about a yard. Maybe 2 if they're going to be a little generous towards him. And they're going to give him a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Atlanta. This is a must-score drive for the Falcons. Jacksonville coming off a touchdown and a field goal. They are moving their way down the field. If you're the Falcons, you have to put up points on the sport. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you don't, but you kind of have to if you want to try and win this game. Algier in the backfield, 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Fullback will move to Ritter's right. And it's a play action. Ritter looking downfield, fires it for Drake London, and it's incomplete. He took a deep shot for the 2nd-year guy out of USC. As London was trying to go over the top, make an incredible catch. That's great defense. That is great defense by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Drake London had no chance. That's Tyson Campbell, 3rd-year vet out of Georgia, who is on Drake London, and it's going to be 3rd and 9 here on the 1st day of October. I know, I can't even believe it. It's the same month as basketball. Jaguars showing blitz. They bring it, and the Falcons are not able to pick it up. Josh Allen gets to Desmond Ritter. It's 4th down, and the Falcons have to punt it away, as the pressure is too much for the Falcons' offensive line to handle. Josh Allen is able to get to Ritter. They show the blitz here. Ritter just has no time. As 2 guys got in there untouched after Desmond Ritter. And Allen is able to get to Desmond Ritter. So it's 4th down. Pinion boots it away, as he's had to do on all the drives so far for the Falcons. And this will be returned by Kirk. Christian Kirk is going to get down to the Jacksonville 19. And that is where the Jaguars will start their next drive. 12 minutes to go in the first half. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back here on the Carolina Cast, and yes, we are better than Toy Story, so you better come check us out over here. Appreciate everybody who's joined in so far, and we've got 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Jacksonville getting the football back, and a 1st and 10 for the Jaguars at their own 19-yard line. Lawrence, shotgun snap, throws over the middle, completes it to Ingram. He drops it. And are they going to call this complete fumble and recovered? And the clock is going to continue to run. So this is going to count as a catch, fumble, and recovery by Evan Ingram. Ironically, I have him on one of my fantasy teams, so I have no clue what this is going to do to my points. And yes, I appreciate this as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fumble and recovery by Evan Ingram. And it'll be a 2nd down and 5 for Jacksonville. Now the refs are going to look into this one. Arthur Smith has the challenge flag trying to say this was an incomplete pass. And yep, they're going to challenge this. So I appreciate it. I'll have some people with me. I'm just trying to talk as much as I can now. I'll have some people with me for the Panthers game. It looks like he made the catch, fumbled, and then recovered it. So that's kind of interesting. Thanks. So it's going to be ruled. I think that's a fumble. I think that is a fumble, and it's recovered by Evan Ingram. I don't know what this does to my fantasy. Hold on. I'm curious. Do you gain because he got a reception? He fumbled, and then he recovered it back. So it's going to count as 1.5 points gain, and then I lost 1.5. Oh, they're really going to be weird about this. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Yahoo. This is why I like ESPN better anyway. Alrighty. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Yep, we got the Panthers versus Vikings, game of the winless teams. Unfortunately, although the Vikings are probably better than winless, we're not going to give them their first win today, aren't we? The Panthers are coming out here strong, second home game of the year, looking to get a win over Minnesota. And the Panthers are looking to get their first win because we got a bunch. We have at least 2 tough games coming up after. We got Lions, Dolphins, bye week, and then we get some easy games. So that's why I was talking about earlier on the stream how crucial the first 3 games of the season really were for us this year, because those were 3 winnable football games. We could be 3-0 right now, which obviously don't want to be 3-0 because we look back at a few years, and after a 3-0 start, we ended up going 5-12. So obviously don't want to start off 3-0. I would have been fine starting off like 2-1 like the Falcons. Maybe we gave them their loss. Well, they got their loss from the Lions, but maybe we beat the Saints on Monday night, and then we beat the Seahawks. We beat the Seahawks last year with Sam Darnold, and I think Andy Dalton is better, and we had a worse receiving core last year. I want to be in the postseason. That's where I want to be. That's where I've always wanted to be, at least ever since Cam Newton got sacked by TJ Watt about 6 years ago, as Christian Kirk makes a catch, gets a few yards, and it'll be 3rd and short for Jacksonville. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Yeah, I just want to be back in the postseason, man. I know we were so close last year. It's tough to say we were close last year because that did not feel like a playoff team, and this year feels even worse. So hopefully this team can start playing from what we've seen on paper as Jaguars try a quick formation, make the Falcons jump off sides. Now they go to an empty backfield, 3rd and 2. Lawrence is going to take off and run. Does he have enough? And they're going to give it to him? No, they're not. They're going to say he's just short. It is 4th and 1. And the tackle's made by Atlanta's own Taquan Graham. Wow, what a tackle. Brings Trevor Lawrence just short. And now Cook has to boot it away. And now Atlanta just going to have to go from their yardage right there. They're starting from their inside their own 15-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the first half. We're going to stay on here. Atlanta's getting the football back. Listen, I don't mind this start from the Jaguars. We need the Falcons to lose this game. We need the Falcons to lose, the Buccaneers to lose, the Saints to lose. I'm going to go and check out the schedule just so I see the possibility of all these teams losing. And then obviously us picking up a W today. So we look at the schedule right now. The Falcons are getting whooped by the Jaguars. This is good for us. I'll make this one play though. I formation, Algier in the backfield. They run it to the right side. It's Tyler Algier. And a gain of about 5 yards, under 10 minutes to go in the first half. A solid game from Algier. Going back to over here, Tampa Bay plays New Orleans. Ooh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, that sucks. I don't even know who I want to win this game anymore. We don't play Tampa Bay till week 13. I don't know if that's helpful at all. So unfortunately, one of these teams are going to be 3-1 unless they tie, which is not going to happen. Knowing the Buccaneers and the Saints, they never tie. At a 2nd and 5, running it with Algier again, and he's going to lose yardage. I have no clue why Bijan Robinson's not in the game, and this is why the Falcons should be in the bottom of the division. They don't use their running backs correct. Oluquan with the tackle, and a 3rd down for Atlanta. 9 minutes to go in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 8. They're going to have to pass the football. Maybe they can get Drake London involved. He has 2 targets, 0 receptions for 0 yards. The Falcons are 1 for 4 on 3rd downs today. I know. I love Evans versus Lattimore. Every time they play, it's awesome. Jaguars are showing blitz. They got to Ritter last time. This time Falcons can pick it up, and they're going to dump it to Bijan. Makes a one-hand snag. Bijan, did he get the first down? I don't know if he did or not. He's going to be close, but they're going to give it to him. Wow. What a catch by Bijan Robinson. It's not the best throw by Ritter. Bijan makes a one-hand snag, makes a move, and picks up the first down. This is Bijan Robinson at his best. Unbelievable. Oh, and a fun fact, if anybody wants to know, I'm looking at ESPN tickets. The Panthers have the lowest price right now, $41. So if you want to go check into a Panthers game, go ahead. As a stiff arm by Jonnu Smith after he makes the catch and a gain of a few yards. Wow, what a nice stiff arm. I'm excited for the Dolphins-Bills game. I hate that that's always a 1 o'clock game. And then, ironically, the Jets and Chiefs are tonight. It would have been fun to watch Aaron Rodgers versus Mahomes, but that's not going to happen. The Falcons are just not that good. No, they're not. Thank you. They're really not. They don't have – the only good person on offense is Bijan. And sometimes they don't even run it with him. They run it with Tyler Algier, which, fortunately for them, they only needed 3 yards. So, obviously, he's able to pick it up. It'll be an Atlanta first down. I know, it's tough. It's tough not seeing Rodgers in. Hey, Zach Wilson versus Patrick Mahomes. It's a new rivalry. I know. That's what I'm saying. Zach Wilson versus Mahomes is the new rivalry. So it's a 1st and 10 for Atlanta. At their own 29-yard line now. Trips left. London and Hollins on the right. Ritter takes the snap, throws to his left, and completes it again. It's another first down. As the catch is made by Hodge. And it's going to be another first down for Atlanta. So they're moving the football pretty well. Well, I don't think that was really Wilson, to be honest. Josh Allen just had 4 interceptions and a fumble. And that's more of what it was. It's a handoff to Bijan and Robinson, gain of 8 yards. What a monster run by Bijan. And the Falcons are going to be in Jacksonville territory. It'll be 2nd and short. The Atlanta Falcons have got something going on offense. And this is why you keep running the football, Bijan. And a 2nd and 2 for Atlanta. Bijan in the backfield again. 10 on the play clock. Maybe you can utilize Drake London here on a play action. And no, it's just another run for Bijan, and that should be enough for a first down. It is. So under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Falcons pick up a first down off a Bijan run. Algier in the backfield, a shotgun snap. Ritter fires over the middle, and it's intercepted. And this is going to be returned all the way to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Oh my goodness. A pick 6 is thrown by Desmond Ritter, and it's a touchdown for the Jaguars. Darius Williams, the 6th-year vet from UAB, reads Desmond Ritter and takes it to the house for a pick 6. Incredible. And that's going to take away all of the Falcons' momentum. They were moving down the field. And then Desmond Ritter throws it away. Oh, my goodness. The extra point by McManus is good. And the Jaguars take a 17-0 lead. Ritter was firing for London, and it gets picked off. Darius Williams to the house, a pick six. And the Jaguars lead the Falcons 17-0 is your score. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. I'm the shit that look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper.
Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. And yeah, I know the trade, it's not going to be a trade when T. Higgins hits free agency next season is what I'm talking about. Cortland Sutton is injured. Self can stay away from the organization. I'm not going through that. Cortland Sutton is just super injury prone. That's not who we're going for at all. Rashard Higgins was really nothing for us last year either. He was solid with Cleveland, and they only brought him in because he had experience with Baker. Other than that, I don't think Rashard Higgins is really going to do anything else but just be there. There's a kid that's fired up after that pick six. I mean, if I was at the game, I would be too, because I hate the Falcons. Play action to Algier. Ritter fires over the middle, and it's intercepted again. Andre Cisco, the rookie. Oh, then he fumbled it, but it gets recovered back. Are you serious? Back-to-back interceptions thrown by Desmond Ritter. And this time, it's the rookie Andre Cisco. Oh my goodness. What a blow for the Falcons. Cisco with the massive play. He fumbled it at the end. It got recovered back by Jacksonville. That would have been another house call. Almost back-to-back pick sixes. Unbelievable. And this is just like Jesse Bates against Bryce Young in week one. The safety is lurking back there. He's trying to get it to Kyle Pitts, and Cisco is right there to make a play. Wow. Back-to-back interceptions thrown by Desmond Ritter. Unbelievable. So now the Jaguars start this drive in the red zone. It's a toss to ETN, and he'll pick up a yard at max. for the Jags. This is honestly incredible. First, a pick six. Now, Andre Sisco gets an interception. Desmond Ridder coming into this game had one career interception, and on his last two passing attempts, he's had two. Unbelievable. What a blow for the Falcons. And a 2nd and 8 for Jacksonville. Lawrence fires over the middle, completes it. That's Christian Kirk. That's going to be enough for a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Jaguars. Or they're going to call him just short. And no, they will call him just short. Wow, I thought he had that easily. So now it's a 3rd and 1 for Jacksonville. I mean, after all this, you probably don't want to settle for a chip shot field goal. It's I formation for the Jaguars. And it's a handoff to Etienne. And did he get there? And he might be just short. It was close, but he might be ruled just short. He is. It's 4th and 1. And the Jaguars' offense is staying on the football field. Trevor Lawrence in the red zone this year is 36% completion percentage. That's 27th in the NFL. So maybe not a pass play right here. It's 4th and 1. You could just run it and get it with Etienne. It's going to be a play action. Lawrence rolling to his left, and they're not going to get the first down. So after the interception from Andre Sisco, the Jaguars go for it on 4th down and do not convert. So they're going to get nothing after the Andre Sisco interception, and the Falcons are going to get the football right back. Wow. They tried to pass on 4th and 1. This is why you just run the football with ETN. Oh, and Christian Kirk had a little bit of separation, but Lawrence just didn't have time in the pocket to deliver it. So the Falcons get the football back. Fortunately for Desmond Ridder, nothing big happens. They'll probably run the football a little bit. And they do with Bijan, but a late flag comes in. This is likely a false start, and it's coming back. Yep, it is a false start against the Falcons. And then it's going to back them up a little bit. There's barely been a lot of flags in this game. They'll probably run the football right here, take it to the 2-minute warning, and then try and trust Ridder to throw it a little bit. So now at their own 6-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Falcons. And a handoff to Bijan. Robinson will get those yards back that they lost to the penalty. And it will be 2nd down, as we'll see if the Falcons take this to the 2-minute warning or not. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. So we will go to the 2-minute warning. The Jacksonville Jaguars have been all over Desmond Ridder and the Falcons. 17-0 is your score at the 2-minute warning. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Back from the 2-minute warning, and here come the Falcons trying to get down the field and score. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Miles is going to be on the Panthers for a little bit too, as Ritter finds London. That's his first reception of the game, and the clock is going to continue to run. And a 3rd and 4 for Atlanta. Ritter throwing and dumps it short for Robinson. Bijan will pick up the first down and get out of bounds. Just a little check down. Bijan Robinson. Let him do his magic as he gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. 1:37 to go. Falcons are just trying to get in field goal range for Younghoe Koo and make this a 2-touchdown game. Ritter to throw. Takes a shot downfield. 1-on-1 and almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. That would have been Williams' second of the game. He had the pick 6 earlier. Right out of his hands. Almost the 3rd interception thrown by Desmond Ritter. Wow. He was right there. Had it right in his hands. Oh my gosh. And now Ritter throws over the middle and completes it to the tight end, Pitts. And it's going to be 3rd down for Atlanta. Going to hurry up. They have 2 timeouts. You don't want to give Jacksonville the football with time on the clock. It's 3rd and 2 from their own 31-yard line. And they're just going to run it with Bijan. And I don't think he got there. I think Bijan might be just short. It's going to be 4th down for the Falcons. Because I can say I got stuck in the spider web. Just because I love Brian Burns so much. I don't know. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and Falcons offense is just going to come off the field. That's for sure. You know, hopefully Cousins burns after today when the Panthers defense is able to get to him. Pinion boots it away. Fair catch is made right at about the 20-yard line by Christian Kirk. And the Jaguars, they have 1 timeout and an opportunity to go down the field and kick a field goal. Here's that pick 6 to Darius Williams. He took it straight to the house. The only person that had a chance on him was Desmond Ritter. And then this was the other interception, Andre Cisco. And unfortunately, he fumbled the football on his return back. And the Jaguars offense was unable to score. But maybe, just maybe, the defense of the Jaguars have given up 3 sacks, or have gotten to Ritter 3 times, forced 2 interceptions, and only given up 77 yards of offense. As Kirk can't get out of bounds, the clock is going to continue to run. The Jaguars have 1 timeout. They don't want to use it yet. Kirk gets a good amount of yards, but he can't get out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down for Jacksonville. 2nd and 4, Lawrence throws and incomplete. Probably rather have that be incomplete because he would have gotten rocked if Christian Kirk made that catch and the clock would continue to run. So it stops with 33 seconds, and it's 3rd and 4 for Jacksonville. So I have been to 3 NFL games, and I have met an NFL player before, yes. I met a few Falcons players at Atlanta camps. I met a few Eagles players at Philadelphia camps. I do sports broadcasting camps. I'm yet to meet an actual Panthers player, though. So I definitely want to do that soon. As Lawrence throws and completes it. Christian Kirk for a first down and out of bounds. I was in a suite, and I was right next to David Tepper and Frank Reich for a Charlotte FC soccer game. So that was pretty cool to see them right there. Oh, so you go to a lot of Steelers games. Okay. I've been to Panthers versus Jaguars back in 2019 when we won, and that was when McCaffrey had that crazy flip touchdown. That was my first ever football game, my NFL game. Second, I went to Panthers versus Buccaneers when Cam Newton returned, and they did like a switch-off quarterback with him and Sam Darnold against Tom Brady and the Bucs. We lost that 32-6. And then last year, I went to Panthers versus Broncos when we shut down Russell Wilson and got the win over Denver. And then this year, I'm going to Panthers versus Texans, which is the Hall of Honor game. And when Julius Peppers and Muhsin Muhammad go in the Hall of Honor for the Panthers, because the Jaguars game back in 2019 was also the Hall of Honor game. And that's also going to be Bryce Young versus CJ Stroud right off of bye week. So that's going to be really fun. Empty backfield for Lawrence and a 2nd and 10. He's backing up. Nowhere to go. And there's a sack. Trevor Lawrence is brought to the ground by Grady Jarrett and Bud Dupree. It's 3rd down. I think the Jaguars are just going to take this to halftime. Yep. No point of trying to go down the field anymore. It is going to be halftime as the Jacksonville Jaguars, despite unable to get points before the half, are blowing out the Atlanta Falcons 17-0 is the score. It has been a beatdown. We're going on commercial break. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. welcome back to the Carolina Cast. It's time for the second half, third quarter. Falcons get the football to get things going. And McManus is going to kick it off. Cordero Patterson lets it hit the back of the end zone, and we'll see what the Falcons can get going here in the second half. First half was very disappointing. Desmond Ridder threw 2 back-to-back interceptions. One ended up being a pick six. And yeah, sorry about that. I went to go take a break. I went to go watch the Duke Kaboom special on Toy Story for this game. Taylor Heineke for the Falcons, the backup quarterback, has been warming up a little bit. So we could see him step into the game if this game turns into any more of a blowout. Here we go. Let's get things starting from their own 25-yard line. Falcons trailing by 17 points. Can they turn it on? 1st and 10. It's a toss to Algier to the left side. Tyler Algier cuts it back and is just shy of a first down marker. Gain of 9 yards from the backup running back. Had a 1,000-yard rushing season last year for the Falcons. Got downgraded to 2 when Atlanta took Bijan Robinson with the 8th overall pick. And the rookie from Texas steps back onto the football field. Probably none of them because I don't like the Falcons, but if I had to say one, then I'd probably Bijan Robinson. He's just a fun guy to watch. It's only been a few games with him in the NFL, but he's fun to watch. But, I mean, if I'm forced to say that, Bijan. If not, then I don't like any of these guys. As Bijan makes a move, running to the right side, right on cue. Bijan Robinson down the sideline and out of bounds at the Jacksonville 29. What a run by Bijan Robinson. And the Falcons move into Jacksonville territory. Everybody goes to the left. Bijan cuts back to the opposite side of the field, and there's plenty of green grass for the rookie. As Bijan with an incredible run, and the Falcons are setting up for points on this drive. 8 rushes for 56 yards from Robinson. Now they keep it on the ground. Bijan will get a gain of about 3 to 4 yards. But this is massive for the Falcons. They need something offensively, and the only guy that's really going to get anything going is Bijan Robinson, as he'll step back on the football field, get a breather. What a run by Bijan. So 8 rushes for 56 yards from the rookie. He also has 4 receptions for 25. And a 2nd and 7 for Atlanta. 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Play action to Algier. Ridder looking downfield and just throws it into the turf. Nothing is available for Desmond Ridder. It's 3rd and 7 for the Falcons. They are in field goal range for Younghoe Koo, but you're going to drive all the way down the field. You're already trailing by 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Might as well try and get in the end zone on this drive. And this is going to have to be a pass play with it being 3rd and 7. Algier goes back to the sideline. And it's an empty backfield for Desmond Ridder. Trips right. 2 receivers on the left. Ridder, quick snap, fires, and completes it for a Falcon first down to Hodge. And the drive will continue for the Falcons. They are now in the red zone. As Ridder just zips this one through. That is a beautiful throw by Desmond Ridder, getting it to Isaiah Hodge, who makes the catch for the first down. So now a first down for Atlanta, and they're going to run it with Robinson. Bijan cutting to the outside, staying on his feet and down after a gain of maybe a yard. That's all he's going to get out of that. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9 for Atlanta. Gain of a yard from Bijan. As we are 3 minutes into this third quarter, and the Falcons are driving down the field in the red zone and looking for their first points of the game. Camera pointed at Drake London. He needs to get something going for the Falcons. Maybe Ridder looks for him on this drive. It's a pass play. Ridder dumps it short, and it's off the hands of Tyler Algier. Incomplete. As he was open for the little short pass, but he can't haul it in. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for Atlanta. And this is going to have to be another pass play. You would like to get a few yards out of Tyler Algier right there, but he's unable to hold on to the football, and this is just going to make this play even harder for the Falcons, who have struggled to pass the football today. Ritter on 3rd down, though, is 5 for 5 for 46 yards. So can he keep the streak alive and keep this drive alive for the Falcons? 3rd and 9. Ritter, shotgun snap, fires to his left, looking for London, and he makes the catch in the end zone. But did he get the feet down? And no signal yet. And it looks like they're saying touchdown. The Falcons players are celebrating. Did London make the catch? 1, 2. That looks like a touchdown. But going down, I think he caught that. And yes, it is going to be ruled a touchdown, so I don't know why they were so late with it. Drake London with the touchdown catch. And finally, he gets utilized. So London, in London, with the touchdown catch. And the Falcons are on the board. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back here on the Carolina Cast, and if you're joining in right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button. The Carolina Cast is on the road to 2,000 subscribers. But Drake London and the Falcons finally drive down the field on their opening drive of the second half, and Drake London gets a touchdown in London. And the Jaguars get the ball back. They still lead by 10. We'll go back to this last play. Drake London was lined up behind Kyle Pitts, and he just ran a go route to the end zone. It was one-on-one. He makes a spectacular grab, gets the feet down, and an easy touchdown for the Falcons. And they needed that one for sure. Drake London and the Falcons needed that touchdown, get back in this game. And now we'll see how their defense can hold here on 1st and 10. Lawrence rolling to his right, throws and completes it. It's Calvin Ridley with the catch. He gets blown up by A.J. Terrell. And It'll be 2nd and 2, gain of 8 yards from Ridley. But yeah, if you are joining in right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the Carolina Cast. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers on the main channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. 2nd and 2 for Jacksonville. ETN in the backfield, 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Kirk running behind Lawrence as an option. And Lawrence just fires over the middle and completes it to ETN. And that should be enough for a Jacksonville first down. Gain of a few yards on the short pass to Travis Etienne. And the Jaguars pick up a first. So if you're Jacksonville on this drive, I mean, your defense finally gave up a touchdown to the Falcons. You probably want to just take as much clock as you can off and then maybe get another field goal or get in the end zone here. Obviously, you're looking for points as now Trevor Lawrence and the Jags have to take a timeout. They're just going to get the play ready. And that is the first timeout taken of the second half. So Jacksonville's only going to have 2 for the rest of this game. We'll see if that becomes crucial or not. My favorite player in the NFL right now is definitely Bryce Young, just for how much the Panthers gave up for him. And I watched him a lot in college. And he's just this guy right here. Awesome guy. Love watching him play in college. Obviously, he hasn't brought all of it to the NFL yet. It'll take some time, but I'm excited to see what he can do. And I love Bryce Young for that. And just for the person he is off the field as well. So it'll be 2nd down for Jacksonville. With under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Both teams have had the same amount of plays offensively in this game. And it's a 2nd and 7 for Jacksonville. 3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. And Lawrence takes the snap, fires, and completes it. Gain of a few yards from the backup tight end, Farrell. And it'll be a 3rd and 1 for Jackson. We'll see if they just get up to the line, snap this quickly, and pick up this first down. My favorite Carolina Panthers game of all time would probably have to be the 2015 NFC Championship game when the Panthers beat the Cardinals, went on to the Super Bowl, probably the greatest game at Bank of America Stadium in the Panthers' history. As run by ETN goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville. 8:30 to go in the third. Right after this game, we still have the Panthers game on here. So I am very excited for it. Coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern with the Panthers and the Vikings at Bank of America Stadium. 2nd and 10. Here's a quick pass, and this is going to go nowhere either. This might be a loss of a yard as they just try to quick pass, see what they could get out of Tim Jones, 2nd-year receiver at a Southern Miss. And I was curious why I haven't seen Zay Jones. That's because he's inactive for today's game with a knee injury. So that's why we haven't seen any of Zay Jones so far, former East Carolina Pirate. So it's 3rd and 11 for Jacksonville. 2 for 7 on third downs today. You got trips right and a receiver on the left. Lawrence throws, and it's incomplete. Ball gets batted down. Jesse Bates picked it up just in case. It's 4th down, and the Jaguars are going to have to punt. And no, we are not. I believe in us today. I'm excited for us today, and I think we can get it done. It's cool. It's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you can do that too, of course. I'll tune into that for a little bit as well. It's just a design play. Try and get some yards. Doesn't work out. So now the Falcons are going to get it back. This is a nice punt by Logan Cook. And the Falcons are going to start at their own 7-yard line. When we come back, you're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23, I'm just that look at me. I'm a boss like my rose. Hey, shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper.
We are back on the Carolina Cast. The Falcons have the football coming off a touchdown drive from Drake London. They're looking to respond back and make this a one-possession game. 1st and 10. It's going to start with a Bijan Robinson handoff. And he's going to get a few yards after getting leveled. A flag gets thrown at the end of the play. It was a big hit on Bijan Robinson. And we'll see if this affects the penalty or not. $7:20 to go in the third quarter. And the refs discuss this penalty. So there's a holding on the defense and an illegal chop block on the offense. So both the penalties are going to offset. And I guess they're just going to replay the down or just make it 2nd down. I don't know. I don't know what happens here. I guess they're just going to offset it. Yeah. It's just going to be a replay 1st down. So the clock continues to run, coming down to the 7-minute mark. It's a 1st and 10 for Atlanta. Just going to replay it again. Bijan lined up in the backfield, 2 receivers on the left. Mac Hollins on the right. It's a helmet check. Play clock is winding down. And Ritter takes the snap, hands it off to Robinson. Bijan's got a couple of holes and is just shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Atlanta. A gain of 9 yards from Bijan. As he gets some nice blocks on the right side where he was running the football, able to get past Trayvon Walker on one juke move. And then eventually gets brought down by Williams at the first down marker. Bijan, 11 carries for 69 yards. Nice performance from Robinson. And a 2nd and 1. Handoff to Bijan right at the first down marker, and I don't think he got there. It looks like he gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Or no, they're going to give it to him. Wow. I did not think he got there. Okay, so Bijan does pick up the first down. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Atlanta under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Falcons keep picking up first downs. Oh, here on Carolina Cast Live. Yeah, that was just made as a backup channel just in case anything happened with this one. As Ritter throws to the sideline and almost caught by Kyle Pitts. It was nearly an incredible catch, but he can't haul it in. It'll be 2nd down. As Ritter just threw it as high as he could, where only Pitts could make the catch, and he's unable to pull it down. That's cool. Say hi from Carolina Cast Live. 5:30 to go in the third. And a 2nd and 10 trips. Or it was trips. Now it's going to be an I formation, and Hollins is looking to block. Run it with Robinson. Bijan getting to the outside. He's going to get a first down and a lot more. Bijan Robinson, another great run for the Falcons. And then he gets pushed out of bounds. An easy pickup from Bijan Robinson. He gets to the outside, gets good blocks. He gets pushed out of bounds. That is a beautiful run by Bijan. He's just able to find the open spaces and is able to make big plays. And a timeout, or injury timeout, as Andre Cisco is down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're going to step aside. Hopefully Cisco is okay. He had an interception earlier in this game. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. As we're back here on the Carolina Cast, 1st and 10 with under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ritter delivers a strikes to Kyle Pitts, and that should be enough for a first down, and it is. That is a beautiful throw by Desmond Ritter. Kyle Pitts comes back to the middle of the field and makes the catch. Cordero Patterson was in the backfield for Atlanta as he's turned into a special teams member of Atlanta. Coming down to the final years of his career. Yeah, I'll get my Panthers gear on right after this one. As a 1st and 10, Ritter throws, completes it to Algier, and he's going to lose yardage. A loss of about 4 yards. It's Oluokwan. That's TFL, tackle for loss. And it'll be 2nd and 14 for Atlanta. And we now have 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. So for this stream, everybody, we're going to end it as soon as possible. Once the game is over, it'll give me some time to rest, and then we can get ready for the Panthers versus Vikings game, which is coming up next. Because I am very excited for that one. And a 2nd and 14 for Atlanta. Trips right, 2 receivers on the left. Ritter takes the shotgun snap, fires to the left, and it's just out of reach for Mac Hollins, who's coming over from the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's 3rd and 14 for Atlanta. Clock stops with 3:37 to go in the third quarter. The Falcons are 5 for 9 on 3rd down conversions in this game, beating out the Jaguars, who were 2 for 8. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, okay. That is a very interesting logo, so I'm not going to put that up on the screen, but I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And a 3rd and 14, short pass to Bijan, and it's going to get blown up. This one's going back. Sorry, Falcons. I need him to lose this game badly, and that's going to help. It's going to be a false start against Atlanta. So already was a 3rd and 14, now a 3rd and 19 as Jonnu Smith jumps just a little too early. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'll be active for a little bit, and then I gotta obviously get back in. Hey, so I never got to subscribe to yours. So what is your at God Gamer? Like, are you at like God Gamer 23 or something, just so I can get it back again? Because I watched one of the latest ones. As it's a 3rd and 19, just a check down to Bijan. He's got nowhere to go. It's 4th down, and the Falcons are likely gonna have to punt. Bijan tried to make something happen there. He just can't really check down on a 3rd and 19, and that's just not going to work out. I'm seeing if I can find it right now. And here's the punt, and a fair catch is made by Christian Kirk at the 9-yard line. And that is where the Jaguars are going to start their next drive. As we'll stay on here because they're about to come back. Yeah, just whatever the at might be. Oh, just find the one that's your profile picture. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, 300 plus subs at God Gamer. Let me see if I can find this. There's just a lot of people other than God Gamer as well. So here, I'm trying to, if I can do like a filter. Try and filter. Yeah, let me see. Channels. There we go. I should find it now. Hold on. Dude, what? Huh. Okay, let me just do. Yeah, I can't really find it. I don't know if it, do you have like an Instagram or something, or like a Discord, some way for me to like text you? or like a Twitter. Oh, replace the E with a 3. Okay. I'll try that. Yeah, I found it. Okay, perfect. I just subscribed, turning notifications on. All right, I got it. I got it down. I got you. I got it. All righty. Let's get back to this now. So I just missed it, but Evan Ingram made a catch. Looks like it was good enough for a first down. And now a 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 4 receptions for 21 yards. Play action. Lawrence comes back, fires it downfield for Ingram again, and it's incomplete. The coverage by Jeff Okudah. He's trying to go back to Evan Ingram. Oh, I appreciate that. Out here, I'll do the same. All right, I'm posting that out there. Yep, I got you. I just posted that. All right, so after it looks like a penalty was on the offense, they're going to lose 10 yards. It's 1st and 20, a minute 36 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield for Lawrence. Just going to throw it quick. It's caught by Ingram again. He'll get a few more yards before he goes down. As Evan Ingram helps the Jaguars get some of those yards back that they lost on the penalty. It was 1st and 20. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Oh, wow. So he gets the 10 yards back and just one play for Jacksonville. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. As we are down to the final minute of the third quarter, the fourth quarter is approaching in London. 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville. Trips right and Calvin Ridley on the left. Etienne in the backfield and they'll run it with him. Travis Etienne cuts it back and fights for a gain of 2 to 3 yards before he's brought down. And the Jaguars are going to need to get one more play in here before they can send it to the fourth. It's going to be a crucial 3rd down for Jacksonville. They convert here. They can extend the drive. If not, they're going to have to boot this away to Atlanta, and they'll get the football to start the fourth quarter. About a 7-second differential with the play clock and the game clock. I almost called it the shot clock, thinking of basketball. 3rd and 7 for Jacksonville. Trips right. Evan Ingram on the left. I'm already thinking of basketball because the Hornets start this month. As Lawrence fires to the sideline, completes it. Christian Kirk makes the catch for a Jacksonville first down. And that is going to take us to the fourth quarter. He gets out of bounds. And the fourth quarter is starting now. The Jacksonville Jaguars will have it. When we come back, they lead the Falcons 17-7 is your score from London. it is time for the fourth quarter on the Carolina Cast. The Jaguars leading the Falcons 17-7 is your score. First play of the fourth quarter. Lawrence floats it and completes it to Evan Ingram. First down and more down the sideline and out of bounds, tackled by Jesse Bates. And Evan Ingram is having a monster second half for the Jaguars, finding separation, and he continues it here in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville is driving down the field as Lawrence to Ingram has been lethal this entire second half. And although the Jaguars weren't able to put up points in the third quarter, this connection from Lawrence to Ingram has been helping them move the football down the field, and it has now put them in Atlanta territory for another first down. Etienne in the backfield, and they'll give him the football. Travis Etienne, gain of a few yards, 2-3 yards on the ground. It'll be second and mid for Jacksonville, as they are driving down the field with ease right now. And another touchdown would be massive for the Jaguars. So you already have a 10-point lead. You get in the end zone, that's a 3-possession game. As Ingram's going to be off the field for this play, 2nd and 6. 3-possession game in the fourth quarter is be really tough for the Falcons to overcome it as they run it with Etienne again. And he gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Jeff Okudah gets in there. Ingram steps back on the field. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville. McManus drilled a 56-yard field goal earlier in this game. But that would still make it a 2-possession game. Then the Falcons would need 2 touchdowns to take the lead. So if you're the Jaguars, you're going for a touchdown to try and end this game. With 13 minutes to go in the fourth. 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville. Looking at another long field goal attempt if they're unable to convert. Lawrence takes the snap, rolling to his right. He's going to take off and run it. Trevor Lawrence has enough for the Jacksonville first down. As none of his weapons were available, and Trevor Lawrence holds onto the football and takes it himself for a Jacksonville first down. As there were 3 receivers on the left, Ingram was on the right. He had solid protection. Then when the pressure got in, he was able to just take off and run. And an easy first down pickup for Trevor Lawrence. That's awesome, dude. You're on the grind. I see it. And it's another run up the middle for Etienne. And he picks up a few more yards. The Jaguars just try to run the football as much as they can, take down as much clock as they can. As now there's only 12 minutes to go in this game. A gain of 3 yards on the ground from Etienne. He's going to check off the field for this play. And a 2nd and 7 coming up for Jacksonville. We'll see what they do here. Tank Bigsby is in the backfield for the Jaguars. Play clock winding down, and it's going to be a pass play. Lawrence rolling to his left, fires, and it is caught by Christian Kirk. He's not going to get a lot of yards, but it is another reception. Tackle made by star corner A.J. Terrell, and it's 3rd down for the Jaguars. Few members of the Falcons defense check off the field. It's a 3rd and 5 for Jacksonville. This is clear field goal range for Brandon McManus. Trevor Lawrence on 3rd down. He's 3 for 7, 32 yards. And those 3 completions have all gone for first downs. 3rd and 5 for Jacksonville. Trips right, 2 receivers on the left. It's a bunched up on the left. Empty backfield. Lawrence backing up. Rolling to his right. He's got time. Throws downfield to the end zone. And it's incomplete. He was going for the backup running back, Jermichael Hasty. And Lawrence and Hasty unable to connect. And what would have been a massive touchdown for the Jaguars. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. As Lawrence was running out of time in the pocket, was rolling to his right. Hasty went upfield, and Lawrence tried it, but couldn't get it to him. And now McManus a 43-yard field goal attempt. He drilled one from 56 earlier, and the one from 43 is good as well. So 2 massive field goals from Brandon McManus, and the Jaguars take a 13-point lead. 20-7 is your score. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're joining in right now, we got a good one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. The Carolina Cast on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and we'll go on commercial break. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back on the Carolina Cast. Brandon McManus drills a 43-yard field goal, and the Jaguars lead the Falcons 20-7 is your score. As McManus will kick it off for Jacksonville, the Falcons are going to get the football back. Kudos to their defense getting a stop, make this a 2-possession lead, and now 2 touchdowns for the Falcons would give them the lead. 10.5 minutes to go as McManus kicks this into the back of the end zone. No return for Cordero Patterson, and the Falcons are going to start from their own 25-yard line. Bijan Robinson today has 92 rushing yards, 32 receiving yards, a total of 124 yards. The rest of the team has 75 yards. So it's safe to say that Bijan Robinson has done all the work on offense for the Falcons. As they now start from their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Atlanta. You can't run the football too much with the amount of time that you have, and you got to get in the end zone. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ritter takes the snap, pressure coming, fires over the middle, and it's tipped incomplete. Mac Hollins created some separation, but Ritter did not have the best throw over the middle. As Chad Muma, second-year guy out of Wyoming, was able to get his hands on the football and deflect it to make it 2nd down for Atlanta. Bro, why you asking me a bunch of first-grade math questions? Because we all know that 2 plus 2 is obviously 22. I'm joking. The 2nd and 10, it's a run to Algier and stays on his feet before he's tackled from behind. It's going to be a 3rd down for Atlanta. Clock continues to run as we're about to hit the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. And the Falcons do need... Oh, you're a year younger than me. I'm in 8th grade. Huh. That's funny. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Falcons. Ritter takes the snap, fires over the middle, and completes it. It's Drake London with the catch. And did he get the first down is a question here. The Jaguars were showing blitz. London created some separation, held onto the football. But it does not appear that he picked up the first down. Or he did. Yes, he did. Wow. So Desmond Ritter's been perfect on third down. 8 for 8, 73 yards, and a passing touchdown on third down. 1st and 10. Ritter steps up. Going to take off and run. Slides after a good amount of positive yards. It'll be 2nd and short for Atlanta. No, I'm in 8th. You thought I was in 10th grade? That's crazy. Dude, I'm not even in high school yet. Oh, cool. I'm in Charlotte. I live in Charlotte. I'm in 8th grade. About 30 minutes away from Bank of America Stadium. 2nd and 4 for Atlanta. Bijan in the backfield. And they'll run it with him. Robinson's got a hole. Nice run from Bijan. 1st down and more into Jacksonville territory. And the Falcons are moving the football once again. The last time the Falcons reached Jacksonville's territory, Desmond Ritter was able to convert a touchdown to Drake London. So we'll see if the Falcons can get back to it. Bijan's got 14 carries for 100 rushing yards. And Ritter throws over the middle, completes it to Smith. Jonnu Smith to the 20, 15 outside. Just shy of the 10-yard line. The Falcons are in the red zone. And they are moving down the field. Or knocking on the door as a touchdown will put the Falcons right back in this game. Jonnu Smith with a massive gain. As we'll go back to this last play. And I don't know what's going on with my... Yeah, I think ESPN just glitched out for a second. But Ritter finds Jonnu Smith. They're now inside the red zone. Looking to make this a one-possession game with a touchdown. Handed off to Algier, and he's going to get pushed behind the line of scrimmage. Tyler Algier has nowhere to go. As the Jaguars defense is all over him, it'll be 2nd down for the Falcons. 2nd and 14. It's a loss of 4 on the ground. As Algier just had no space. The clock will stop with 7:11 to go. It looks like it's just a regular... Or no, Josh Allen for the Jaguars is down. And that's not a good sign at all. We already saw Andre Cisco go down for Jacksonville. Now, arguably their best defender, and Josh Allen is coming off the field. As he needed an extra second, a little bit of help to get off. Looks like he appears to be okay, though. He got maybe the wind knocked out of him. And it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Falcons after they lost 4 yards from Tyler Algier. 7 minutes to go in this game. Bijan Robinson is in the backfield. They remain in the red zone, though. 2nd and 14 for the Falcons. Ritter to throw. He fires, and his pass is incomplete. As it's Muma once again creeping up on Desmond Ritter. He deflects it, and it's going to be 3rd and 14. Yeah, he was trying to just dump it short, and then Muma came in, knocked it down. Ritter has been perfect on 3rd down today for the Falcons. And yes, I am trying to jinx him. 3rd and 14 for Atlanta. Must convert on 3rd down. Ritter, low snap. Throws over the middle. It is caught. Caught by Jonnu Smith. But he's just shy of the 1st down marker. It's going to be 4th and short. And if you're Arthur Smith and the Falcons, you kind of have to go for it right here. It's 4th and 3. And this is the game on the line. 6.5 minutes to go. No time to settle for a field goal. The offense is staying on the field, and it looks like they're going to go for it. This could be the game right here on 4th and 3. Bijan is in the backfield. London and Hollins are on the right. Ritter rolling to his right, throwing to the back of the end zone. It's caught by Drake London, but he's out of bounds. London made the catch in the end zone, but he gets pushed out of bounds. He did not get the feet down, and it's a turnover on downs. The Jaguars are going to get it back. Oh my goodness. What a catch by Drake London. And with 6 minutes to go, it's a turnover on downs, and the Jaguars are going to get the football right back. So London almost had his second touchdown, but only got 1 foot down. And this is not college football. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. But before we go off, make sure if you're tuning in right now to hit the subscribe button. We have 6 minutes to go in this game. This game's coming down to the wire. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the Carolina Cast. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. You are watching live on the Carolina Cast.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. Cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23, I'm just that look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. Cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23, I'm just that look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty at me.
And we are back here under 6 minutes to go. They're just showing the replay of the Drake London catch. And oh man, he made a spectacular catch. It was just pushed out of bounds and could not get another foot down. It's unfortunate. That would have made this a one-possession game, made it a lot more interesting coming down to the wire. But now all the Jaguars have to do is just run out the clock, and they can just win this football game. 2nd and 7. Lawrence throws, and it is complete by Evan Ingram. Makes the catch, lost it at the end, but he caught it. And it's going to be a first down. I have Drake London and Evan Ingram on my fantasy team. Both of them been doing very well, but man, that Drake London touchdown right there would have been useful. He has the only touchdown of the game for the Falcons, but that second one would have been useful. It's all good, though. So after a completion to Evan Ingram, it's another first down for Jacksonville with under 5 minutes to play. And it's a run to ETN. And he's got nowhere to go. Gets eaten alive at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the Falcons are going to start taking timeouts. Clock stops with 4:33 on the clock. And yes, the Falcons take their first timeout. They're going to start spending them. Keep in mind, coming up in an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern time, the Carolina Panthers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, I'm excited to come check out your stream. I'm only going to be there for about 10, 15 minutes because I got to eat lunch and then I got to get my stream rolling too. But I'll tune in for the 10, 15 minutes downtime that I get. Just my little bit of break. A 2nd and 9 for Jacksonville after the first timeout gets spent by Atlanta. ETN stays in the backfield after he picked up a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Jaguars. And it's play action. Lawrence taking a shot way downfield, looking for Ridley, and it's incomplete. And here come the world of flags. A.J. Terrell nearly got an interception off Calvin Ridley, but this is likely going to be pass interference against Terrell as he held on to Ridley. And yes, it is. It is pass interference against A.J. Terrell. He held on to Calvin Ridley. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hold, and that's going to help the Jaguars out a lot. So now pretty much this is going to put the game away for the Jaguars. They're now in Atlanta territory with 4:27 to play and a 2-touchdown lead. Another score by the Jaguars would completely end it as ETN runs it. He gets another yard, and the Falcons are going to spend their second timeout. Just trying to see how much clock they can get back. They technically have 2 timeouts because they got that one and then the 2-minute warning. But man, that touchdown to Drake London would have been huge. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it because he only got 1 foot down. But man, Evan Ingram for the Jags has been big. Drake London for the Falcons has been solid, other than getting that only touchdown. And for another feel-good story, if you didn't know, Damar Hamlin is active today against the Miami Dolphins. He was inactive for the first 3 games, sitting back some of the best safety game in the NFL. But since Jordan Poyer has gone down, he will be playing today for the Bills. I'm excited to see him on the football field. So a 2nd down for Jacksonville. There's a toss to the right side of ETN. He's got some room. And Travis Etienne brought down just shy of the first down marker. Arthur Smith is going to hold on to that final timeout. It's going to be 3rd down for Jacksonville. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Jags. Under 4 minutes to go in this game. Oh, they're showing a video of Tyreek Hill doing a race with some of the fastest people in the world. Tyreek Hill just gassed them all. Oh my gosh. Not even close. Huh. Not even, he had shades on too. That's funny. Tyreek Hill is so fast. It's honestly incredible. And then Raheem Mostert in 2014 in college did a race as well, and he beat out everybody with his speed. I mean, this Dolphins team is just so fast. So fast. It's incredible. Man, this Dolphins team is really good. And then last but not least, Devon Achane, the backup running back with his speed. Last year, he did a race with Texas A&M. Beats that everybody had a ginormous breakout game last week against the Broncos. As a 1st and 10 for Jacksonville, just going to run it again with ETN. The Falcons are now out of timeouts, and the clock is just going to continue to run. And all the Jaguars have to do is just protect the football, and they're going to win this game. Just nothing really else the Falcons can do. They spent their timeouts. They only were able to put up 1 touchdown on the board. Their defense was solid. Their defense only gave up 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. The other touchdown for Jacksonville came off a pick 6 on Desmond Ridder. The Falcons can only put up a touchdown by themselves. Another handoff to ETN. Picks up a few more yards, and the Jaguars will have to have 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5 for Jacksonville. This is just a disappointing performance by the Falcons. Start of the year 2-0, lost last week in Detroit, and now are going to drop this game in London, fall to 2-2 for the Jags. So they had a disappointing performance against the Texans in a game they kind of had to win. Are going to come out and win. They're going to stay in London because next week they play the Bills right here in London. The Jaguars are going to take the time down as much as they can, then call timeout. As for the Falcons, the next 5 games are the Texans, Commanders, Buccaneers, Titans, and Vikings. That is a very, very healthy and honestly a schedule that they should win most of those games. Wow. So it's a 3rd down and 5 for Jacksonville. Probably run it, take it to the 2-minute warning, and then kick a field goal if they're unable to convert here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5 for the Jaguars. And it's just going to be one last handoff, and ETN is going to be just shy of the marker. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So we'll see what the Jaguars do after that. It's been kind of slow pace ever since the Falcons couldn't get in the end zone. We'll go on a commercial break. It'll be the last one of this game. Jaguars at the 2-minute warning lead the Falcons 20-7 is your score.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. I'm the shit that look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team, call a cop, we in the building, y'all are not, you showing the paper. Woo! Woo! Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped.
And we are back on the Carolina Cast. Final 2 minutes of this game. And Brandon McManus is out for another field goal, which would make this a 3-possession game. Or excuse me, actually it wouldn't. This would still be a 2-possession game because the Falcons can get touchdown, 2-point conversion, and touchdown, 2-point conversion. This would make it a 16-point lead for Jacksonville. He's drilled from 56 and 43. This is his easiest attempt of the day, a 38-yard field goal attempt from Brandon McManus to give the Jaguars a 16-point lead here in the final 2 minutes. Good snap, good hold, and the kick by McManus is good. And the Jaguars have pretty much ended this game. It's a 16-point lead. I mean, I just practiced my craft. I really appreciate that you believe that. As I'm going to go ahead and edit up this scoreboard. We're going to just stay on here because this one's pretty much in the books. What a win for the Jaguars. A big bounce back win. They needed this. They really did. And good that they're going to get it. So Jaguars now lead 23-7. Falcons are going to get the football back. 1:56 to go. The Jaguars defense today has 3 sacks and have forced 2 interceptions. They have one that was returned for a touchdown by Darius Williams. Andre Sisco also had a pick. And this is a big win for Jacksonville, and especially the fact that they're going to stay in London for an extra week as they have to prepare for the Bills next week. As this one gets kicked to the back of the end zone, no return for Cordero Patterson. Falcons start from their own 25-yard line. Out of timeouts, no 2-minute warning. So this should be the last drive of the game for Atlanta. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Trips right and Drake London on the left. Bijan in the backfield. 1st and 10. Ritter takes the snap, fires downfield, and completes it. A first down to Jonnu Smith and out of bounds. As both the tight ends, not Kyle Pitts for the Falcons, but Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith have had big games. The Jaguars' schedule does not get easier. They play the Bills next week in London, Colts. They go on the road to play the Saints, on the road against the Steelers, and then host the 49ers. As Ritter fires over the middle, completes it to Jonnu Smith once again. It's another Atlanta first down. Clock continues to run. Falcons run in the hurry-up offense as we are under 100 seconds to play. Now in Jacksonville territory, 1st and 10. Ritter lost the football. It comes out, and it's recovered by the Jaguars. He lost the football behind him, and Desmond Ritter gets it stolen away one last time. It's the Jaguars defense making another statement play, and it's the icing on the cake for this incredible defensive performance by the Jaguars. And what a beautiful ending to this game for the Jags. It was Josh Allen who snuck up behind Ritter. He lost the football. And it gets recovered by Angelo Blackson, the 9th-year veteran out of Auburn. And that is pretty much going to do it. Wow, what an ending to this game. Thank you so much, Jacksonville. I really appreciate it. The Falcons are going to fall to 2-2 on the season. The Jaguars move up to 2-2 on the season. This is certainly a tough loss for the Falcons. Just they did not show up today. And the Jaguars took full advantage of it. They were clearly the better team. I mean, the offense looked very solid for them. Defense was incredible. 3 turnovers forced. 1 defensive touchdown. And they were able to hold it down for a massive victory. As the Jags will have to take one more knee, and this game will be over. As here comes the knee from Lawrence, and it is all over from London. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeat the Atlanta Falcons 23-7 is the final score from London. The Jaguars improved to 2-2 on the season. The Falcons fall to 2-2. And that is going to do it for this broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. The Carolina Cast is going live in about 30 minutes for the Panthers versus Vikings game. Thank you all for tuning in. We say so long from Wembley Stadium in London. The Jaguars beat the Falcons 23-7 is the final score.